Hi friends. First, I think these hats are so funny. Makes me look like a con. Ex-con. You know, when you go to jail for committing crimes. We're here committing crimes of consciousness. And these are some insights I had today. I spent a lot of time in silence and meditation and just emptying myself in beautiful, delicious spaces of non-thought and non-action, and I felt so much peace. I feel so much peace. And then I hit these thresholds where programming comes up. You should do something. Go make a video. Go outside. Check Instagram. Do this, do that. And I'm like, why? Not now, it's been the whole day since I've been quiet in silence. And now it felt insightful, impactful, natural to come here and express it. But those thoughts just came up naturally. And I was like, why? Why is there a need to do when that space of quiet, of silence, it's so nurturing? Like the energy that I'm able to tap into is just so exquisite. And that's why egos get scared of that exquisiteness, and it's easy to keep running programs of trauma or drama or intellectuality, which I've been seeing so much, and it's so cringy. It's like believing that, and without judgment, just because I've been guilty of this too before. But now when I see it, I'm like, just basing so much in words and concepts and knowledge, and when that's a veil and a program that the ego has to still defend itself, and then it becomes this huge spiritual ego that it's just like, oh, I know because I have so much knowledge. And it's like, knowledge doesn't mean anything. The beautiful natural state is when we're empty of our nonsense, of even the concepts, of everything that we have learned in the past, when it's like, this doesn't serve me anymore, I want to be empty. And then the program just dissolves, and we can be actually loving and wise for whatever it is that needs to be expressed in the moment, for whatever we need to do, act, be of service, not be of service, stay quiet. And it's when the concepts end and the true embodiment of realization starts, when there's nothing to prove. There's just such subtle frequencies behind everything that we say. And just tapping into, what is it that I'm truly saying here? Not the words that are coming out, not what I'm writing or typing in the internet. What is it? What's my intention behind this? Am I trying to prove a point? Am I trying to be seen? Am I trying to be righteous? Am I trying to express how much I know because I need to compensate for my insecurities, because I need to compensate for feeling fearful and not knowing, because I need to look strong and create an appearance that will confirm my lack of unworthiness, will compensate it. So when we tap into the why behind every little thing that we say or do, and we put that filter in our consciousness, like what's the intention, what's the intention, what's the intention, we create a momentum of spiritual integrity and alignment that we cannot bullshit ourselves, that we cannot say or do anything that is not in alignment with the highest truth of our soul, because it's depleting. It's like, it's like cringy, as I said, but it's also like it hurts the soul too much to be out of this alignment, because what we are is infinite worthiness, infinite potential, infinite love, divinity, and we don't need to feel ourselves with things that are not true to compensate for not believing that we are this infinite potential. And this is something that I see so much. And it's more like taking a step back and tapping into the question, am I really enjoying my experience? Because we came here to enjoy it. Yes, to transcend it, to be empty, to purify, but also to enjoy the whole roller coaster of beautifulness and emptiness and fullness and joy and tears and peak moments, and the moments we're stuck are beautiful too, because they're periods of reflection, of going in, of acknowledging what is it that I haven't yet recognized, the periods of integration, the periods of reassembling everything that is in our lives. It's like, is this relationship serving me? Is this the person I want to be? Because the projections of self that we keep around are manifestations of what we hold into our highest standards of our life, of our being expression. It's like, are these relationships that are around me serving me? Are these people just feeding my ego or my sense of unworthiness? Or these relationships are an expression and an extension of love? What is my intention with this relationship? What is my intention with this job that I'm doing, with this business that I'm creating, with this vision that I'm having for myself or for others? What is my intention behind all of that? And when we get really clear with that, then we can see what in our fields is not in complete alignment and vibration with the highest frequency of our souls. And it's way more easier to be like, I'm going to take this out, I'm going to take this out, I'm going to take this out, this out, this out. And then you have so much space for what you actually value to come into your field, because you are staying true to your vibration, to your integrity. There are so many potentials, there are so many realities that we can tap into, that we can create. Like, everybody is creating the reality that they prefer out of their thoughts. Whatever thought form you give energy to, whatever person you give energy to, you are potentiality. You are creating potency in that connection, in that reality, in that. So we need to be really, really cautious and discern, which thought forms am I giving energy to? Am I reinforcing thought forms of lack, of limitation, of putting myself down? Or I'm reinforcing the thought forms of my highest expression, my excitement, my joy, all in alignment and in integrity with what I value the most. If what you value the most is honesty, it's everything in honesty. If what you value the most is kindness, am I being kind? If what you value the most is wisdom, am I being wise in my decisions? If what you value the most is the simplicity, am I being simple and enjoying the little things in life? And just be really clear in the values and see which aspects of your life are in complete resonance with that value. Or where are you overcompensating for a belief that you are not worthy of all that you really are? Because anything that you desire from the honesty and purity of your heart, coming from that intention, will be there for you. But if you insist that you're unworthy of it, then you're going to overcompensate with other relationships with other job opportunities, with other decisions, with other realities that are not your highest timeline, highest expression of self, because you're playing small and you're believing that you're not worthy for the best of the best. Where are you coming from fear and where are you coming from love? And then dissecting like a game of operation your consciousness and take out the little weeds that are polluting your system for it to be a wheel that flows endlessly in perfect resonance with what your soul came here to be and do. And that's in your full power. But you must believe it and you must own that power of decision, of choice, of intention, of integrity, of a spiritual maturity, to make sure that every little system, thought form, intention, relationship, creation in your life, it's in complete resonance and alignment with all the aspects of yourself that work as a whole, the whole of what you are, because you're already whole and complete. And any thought form that's trying to tell you otherwise is not true. And those are the thought forms that you must take your power back, own your power back, and stop feeding those egos. And when you stop feeding those little egos that are overcompensating for a lack of worthiness and to control, then you're going to start seeing that in other aspects of self, in other people. And you're going to be able to discern more who is worthy of your presence, who is worthy of your energy, who is worthy of your extension of love. Because if your true intention is for everybody to wake up, live in harmony, come from love, come from integrity, you won't harmonize with any frequency that's not holding those standards. And then you're setting an example for everybody to rise at that level of alignment. And that's true service. You're so powerful. There's so many potentials, there's so many realities, there's so many universes playing out right now in Earth. Do you think you see outside and it's just one field? No, there are 1,000 fields, electromagnetic fields and holograms and realities that coexist and correlate in the same playing field. Some are higher, some are lower, some are joy, heaven, happiness, some are sorrow, some are drama, some are conflict. Choose which reality you wish to abide in. And how do you choose? By aligning every thought, intention, and action from that space of love, from the space of trust, from the space of faith and integrity within yourself. The Creator smiles back at you because it loves you. Do you believe that you're worthy of that love? See you in the next one.